Friends, 25th day of war in Ukraine. To start with, I wish to talk something about the war industries, the arm race and cost to human civilization. Day before or yesterday, the Russians said that they used hypersonic missiles named Kinzhal in Ivano-Frankivsk region, that is in western Ukraine. What is speciality about this missile? This missile, being hypersonic, is not merely more than 5 Mach, but it is approximately 10 Machs, and it maneuvers in its path before it hits the target. Hence, extremely difficult to detect it, and even if it is detected, to destroy it before it reaches the target. And of course, few days back I had also told that Russians are using electronic counter measures to frustrate the enemy's air defense in trying to target the Russian aircraft as well as missiles. That means the latest armaments, arms and ammunitions, electronics, etc. are being used. What does it mean? It means not only trying to win the war, but is world over. The experiments uses preparedness of weapons for super destruction. I'm not talking about mass destruction, super destruction. Trying to show who is superior in the world and to capture the world market as far as arms and munitions are concerned. The war industry is concerned. Extremely super profitable industry. Few of the examples like uses of drones where Turkey, Israel, China have excelled. In fact, the Turkey's drones bought by Russia are being used in Ukraine. It happens. It was used in Azerbaijan and Armenians' war also, supplied by Turkey as well as Israel. Air defense, well known, both Russia and US. India has also bought that S-400, and when Turkey was buying it, America was jumping and it said that it is opposed to it. And as far as Americans are concerned, the patriotic, of course, it is not the latest because its uses were shown world over in Iraq war, but now it is old. Nuclear powered submarines, which US showed, and it snatched away the deal between France and Australia through AUKUS. We will not go into detail. French fighter aeroplanes like Rafale and other kinds of helicopter, artillery, tanks, etc. So this war zone, that actual war that is going on, is the experimental field as well for these people to show who is superior and whose arms and ammunitions must be bought. Now, little bit diversion from here because I will not be dwelling my entire talk on this. US is mulling over discontinuation of GPS uses by the Russians. Global positioning system. By the way, Russia has its own GLONASS, Global Navigation Satellite System, where it has its own 24 satellites, and equivalent BDS for the Chinese, which has got about 35 satellites. During the war, Americans can withdraw almost every facilities if you are its opponent. Now little bit on budget. The 10 top budgets of military of various countries starting from US $778 billion. These are annual budgets. China 252, almost one third. Then comes India. Yes, friends, India $73 billion. And Russia comes fourth behind India, 62. Yet Russian power, of course, it inherits maximum of the USSR developed arms and ammunition system, electronics and other things. Then UK with 60, Saudi Arabia 58, Germany 53, France 53 again, and Ukraine down below. It doesn't come in the 10, $6 billion, yet $6 billion. Coming to Ukraine, I have been wondering how Ukrainian artillery is so strong that it is preventing. If anything is preventing the collapse of Ukrainian army against very powerful Russian army is Ukrainian artillery. It has its own wing in army known as rocket forces and artillery since 1992. Well, coming to Ukrainian army, it has a strength of 245,000 and reserve with 220, and wherein the Zelensky has asked all its worthy people to join, even the foreign missionaries. It could be much more, but anyway, they are actually joining or not, that is yet to be seen. Its air force is not that mighty. Same ex-USSR heritage, Sukhoi, and as well as MiG as bomber and fighters, Mi-24s as fighter helicopters hardly seen in this war, and IL-76 for transportation. Navy has got 6,000 plus forces basically based in Odisha. It was supposed to have submarines also, naval aviation also, infantry also. But where are they, what are they doing is not known. Okay, that is, I was wondering, and the cost like to counter Russian supersonic missiles, USA and others, even China now possess this supersonic missiles. $2.5 billion worth project. Now cost to the humanity, the human civilization, some other time, but you can imagine I have given you a background. Coming on political front, as far as this war is continuing, the question rises more on Zelensky's whereabout. His day before's video where the background is being given, it is far away from being realistic. It is from some studio. It is very clearly exposing. I mean, those who are making his videos haven't taken even the pain to change the background. Now, as far as the people's support is concerned, it is more rising and tilting towards the Russian favor. The heroism of Zelensky's are not being shown to the extent it was being shown earlier. Rally in Armenia, even in Australia, Donbass, in Italy online, Bulgaria. Bulgaria, surprisingly, they even went, it is member of NATO, and the people said that Bulgaria must withdraw from NATO and the foreign military must get out from here. Go back, Yankee, that was one of its posters saying. And of course, Lavrov says that cooperation between Russia and China will grow. That is to be seen in which way, what way it's going. I mean, if it is being forced upon, that is different matter, but it could be a natural ally in the situation. And now Putin counterattacks Ukraine for war crimes while he was talking to Macron. And in the meantime, 10 humanitarian corridor is still continuing. Interesting, this on Chinese media, one of the main hosts says her comment was on Chinese-American talks between Xi and Biden. Can you help me defeat your friends? That is from the Putin side, telling to Xi, can you help me defeat your own friends? That is defeat defeat Russia, so that I can focus on beating you in future. Nice sarcasm. Well, as far as economy is concerned, this war has really its toll. 6.5 million, as per UN, are displaced internally, where more than 3 million refugees are out of Ukraine, though the number of refugees going out of Ukraine is depleting now. It is no more as before. And in the meantime, Russia and Saudi Arabia, along with China, are trying to bypass US dollar and directly deal among themselves using yuan and their own monetary system. Okay, as far as the military position is concerned, few development is taking place. Kharkiv, the war is on. Early morning today at their local time was on. And air defense, as Russia claims, of Ukraine in this area is over. DPR, LPR is in process of, their militia in process of clearing further westward in cleaning from Ukrainian military. Bombing in Chernihiv is continuing. Engine seems to be heading for a deeper, stronger war between Ukrainian and Russian military. Kharkiv is becoming one of the main hub point as far as Odisha is concerned. If Kharkiv falls, Odisha will be the next. And Odisha is being bombed. I had talked yesterday also by the Russian naval forces. Though there seems to be nothing like paratroopers coming there or naval forces through amphibious operation coming there. They don't seem to be near future, but let us see. But then this Odisha is very important as far as the Black Sea is concerned. As far as Kyiv is concerned, it is a standstill. There doesn't seem to be much more. So in nutshell, South Mariupol, the fierce fighting is going on in the central city of Mariupol. Since yesterday, the Ukrainian army very obstinately is still holding whatever is left out of them. North, as I said, it seems to be status quo. In East, LPR, DPR, they are moving forward. And even Sumy, somehow, in northeast, is holding. It is surprising. And based on this, whatever the reasons for Russians giving the civilian population, trying to reduce their own casualties and other reasons, the West has jumped to the conclusion that initial force momentum which was Russian army moving, that has been stopped and Ukrainian army has taken the upper hand. It is not merely defensive, but now they are defensively offensive. That is to be seen, friends. Continue watching. Looking forward for your comments. Thank you.